Hopefully that's fine. Moderation helps everybody. Okay, what's up, guys? Let me know where you are from in the chat. My name is Jennifer. If you're new here, I help women, well, I help anyone build their brand and business and avoid all that burnout stuff, make multiple streams of income online. And today I am going to be talking about how you can make 100% profit online. Let's see. Hey, DPM, what's up? What's up? If you guys are on, I got YouTube and TikTok multitasking here. So a little bit about me. My name's Jennifer, 44 years old. I have been doing network marketing for the past 4.5 years, and I was completely burnt out. I was burnt out because last year, the strategy that had worked for me for this many years, I'd built a successful team, I've earned the trips, I've spoken on stage, all of that good stuff. I mean, I still do it. I love the products, love the company. But I started to realize a couple of things. One, I needed to learn new skills because what I was doing wasn't working anymore. And I was like on this, hey Amelia, what's up? I was on this hamster wheel. If you guys are popping in, let me know where you're from in the chat. Kentucky here on Friday night. It is like 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. This is why I love coming on here. Social media is free, right? That's a plus. And this is a global business. And so we can, people can jump on here from South Africa, or I was just on the Zoom with someone from the UK. It's super, super cool. So what I had started to realize was that I needed to learn new skills. What I was doing wasn't working anymore. Hey LOL, hey Nola, what's up? I don't think I see anybody on YouTube yet. Hey Brittany, Gia, welcome in, welcome in. And I was honestly, it was starting to get exhausting trying to motivate my team to do what they needed to do so I could, so it didn't affect my paycheck. Because if anybody here is familiar with network marketing, drop a 1 in the chat. I love it. I don't have anything against it. I still do it. Hair, ponytail. Yes, I'm up in the ponytail today. What's up, guys? Hey, YouTube. And I lost my train of thought. But your paycheck relies on what you could be doing, all the things. You could be all in, doing what you need to do every single day, showing up, being consistent, putting in the effort. But if people under you aren't, it affects your paycheck. And that's just part of network marketing. That's just part of it. And that started to get really frustrating for me because I was doing everything that I possibly could do. And you shouldn't have to have someone to motivate you to show up for your business. Encouragement, that's okay, but like constantly, it just got exhausting. And so not only that was happening, I was just on the hamster wheel of the strategy wasn't working anymore. And I just was like, I almost quit. I can't even believe I'm saying that because I was like, I'll never quit. But I was like, there's gotta be something else I can do here. Hey guys, welcome in. Shelby, Nico, Kiki. I have a friend named Kiki from Kentucky too. Donetta, what's up? Hope you're, hey Hugh. Hey YouTube, what's up? How's you guys Friday night? You could be doing anything right now and you're popping in, listening to me. So I had been following a girl on social media and she was talking about digital marketing. And I had no idea what that even meant. Hey Bananas, Christian, what's up? For some reason on YouTube, it doesn't show me. It just shows me when someone comments, but it doesn't show me like names of people popping in. I'm new. I'm not. This just goes to show you do not have to be tech savvy to do an online business or digital marketing specifically, or any affiliate marketing either, because I am still not tech savvy. So anyways, and when I started affiliate marketing, I had zero experience. I've been a hairdresser for 25 years. That's all I've known. I didn't go to college. I'd always wanted to work from home, but I didn't know how I was going to make that happen. I didn't have any special skills that I knew of. Anyways, so she was telling me about digital marketing, and I'd heard about attraction marketing. I'd seen like some ads, or how when you start thinking about something or looking something up, you start seeing it everywhere on social media, and just it just seems like everywhere you go, you're like, ah, there's that again. And that was happening on like Instagram. Kept seeing attraction marketing, traction marketing, traction marketing, and I was like, what the heck's traction marketing? Like I had no idea. Anyway, so that's how I got into the digital marketing space. And one thing, let me just clarify, if you are new here and you're just like still, it's not landing, because it didn't for me for a while, like what digital marketing is. It is so simple. All it is you selling anything online. It doesn't matter if it's a physical product or a digital product. Now, a digital product is like ebooks, the courses, the programs. Think of Spotify, Audible, we're all familiar with, like the Audible books, the Spotify music, those are digital products, right? It's not a physical product. And so what's cool about digital products versus, as I was going to say, affiliate, versus physical products is there's no overhead. You make 100% profit. And, you don't have to fool with like shipping, customer service, none of that stuff. So this was brand new to me. And I was just like, this sounds like, I don't know exactly what this is, but I know I need to learn attraction marketing because I really wanted to help my business. So when people are on here talking about people buying a course to sell a course, that is like a huge perk, I like to say, but it's not necessarily the purpose of it. I was a person that I can vouch for. I did not purchase a digital marketing course to sell a digital marketing course. I didn't even I didn't get it yet. That wasn't landing still. I literally bought it so I could learn some new skills. It was like week one when I was going through the modules that I was like, they were talking about MRR, which if you don't know what that means, it just stands for, and I knew none of this, guys. You don't have to know any of this. We're all learning. That's what these programs are for, so you can learn. Yeah, you can be on YouTube and Google and other sites and look all this stuff up and learn it for free. Absolutely, you can. Hello, Jamie. Hey, Michael, Trinity, what's up? Hello, hello. And, but I didn't want to have to take all that time. I was already overwhelmed. I was already super frustrated. I was already like disappointed. Like, I'm 44. I thought I'd be financially, it's like my financial situation was going backwards instead of accelerating. And I know there's highs and lows in business, but it was a long haul for a low. And that was me like, I was stuck in the DMs. I was always in the DMs because that's the strategy that I knew. I wasn't cold messaging per se, but I was messaging a lot of people. And I'm not saying there's anything, if that's what you like to do and it works for you, great. I was completely burnt out from it. It didn't feel aligned anymore. When I talk to people and connect with people, I want it to be genuine and authentic. I don't want it to be about like, hey, let me tell you about this new retinol coming out. And even though the products that I do physically sell are amazing, I'm not into selling. So this idea of attraction marketing is what you'll learn in there's so many programs and there's lots of great programs. I want to just talk about today, like what you want to look for in a program. Because if you're like me, you've been researching, you're looking at different ones and like, which one should I get, And so one of the selling points for me is this teaches you how to sell without selling. And what I mean by that is it teaches you, because you're going to be creating content. You're online, right? You're going to be creating content. It could be on any platform. TikTok, if you love TikTok. If you don't love TikTok, then I wouldn't pick TikTok. YouTube is great. Facebook, Instagram. People are doing it on Pinterest. I don't really fool with Pinterest yet, but that people are doing it and they're doing it well. doing it and doing it and doing it well. Anybody over 40 remember that song? Sorry, I got sidetracked. But anyways, so that was refreshing to me. Learning how to just create content, and it's working not only for digital marketing, but it's working in my network marketing business too. I haven't sent a DM as far as business related or product related since like late October. Yeah, it's probably maybe even early October. We'll just say October, it doesn't matter. that's, you don't have any idea, just that piece alone, how much that has given me my time back. And that's my mission, that's my goal, is I want to help you guys be able to get your time back. Yeah, you want to make money and create multiple streams of income, but I don't want you having to, like, who wants to have to check their bank account before they go to the grocery store because prices are ridiculous? Or like, I love to travel the world. I want to go to as many states and countries as I can. I love to travel. I don't want to have to check my bank account or be like, should I save up some more? You know what I mean? Before I can plan that trip. Like, I don't want that for my life anymore. So, this type of business, and when they say that you can do this in a couple of hours a day, at first I thought, yeah, right. Because with network marketing, not that you have to be, doing what I was doing, but to make the kind of money that I wanted to make, the six figures, the 6, 7 figures. And you don't have to, that doesn't have to be your goal to do this and make good money. Some people just want an extra $500 a month. Your goal is your goal, and it's perfectly fine, whatever your goal is, right? I just, that was my goal. And to do that, it was a hustle and grind strategy. I mean, we just didn't have any other way. I don't even know if they still are teaching another way. But anyway, so that's why I bought the program and dove into it. And so I have a few. I have SWC and I also have Legacy. I have a couple other small ones, but those are my two main ones. And those are the two that I personally stand behind 100%. Now, the reason I like Legacy specifically is I have been in a lot of trainings, whether it's like just educational trainings, mindset trainings, all of that stuff. And there's nothing that I have found. Hey, Amy Lynn Piper, what's up? That has compared to what you will learn in there. It's like up level. If it's very beginner friendly too, like I needed that because this was all new to me. Like I knew network marketing, I knew products, affiliate marketing, that building a team, all that kind of stuff. I knew nothing about attraction marketing, digital marketing. I didn't even know exactly what automations meant. Sales funnels sounded like really techy, and like I didn't even know what that meant. I didn't even know what that meant. I probably didn't even still know what that meant for a few months into the business, to be honest with you. I was just like, I don't know exactly what that is. It sounds like, I'm glad I didn't have to do it. But I loved that this one, you make 100% profit. There's other ones that you can make, 70, 80, 85. I think I've heard too. 80, SWC used to be 90, but now it's 85%, which is still, that's a lot of product. That's better than, when I sell, I know this isn't a mascara, but like say a mascara, I'm making about $10 a mascara. Okay, so I have to sell a shit ton of mascaras to equal what you can make with digital products, right? And less hustle, less grind. So I just want to come on here and kind of show you guys what's possible, because the reason I chose to resell it is when I was in week 1, I was just like, this is complete gold. And both programs are great. I like Legacy. So Legacy is going to be good if you are, both of them are very beginner friendly. So I'll just say that off the bat because that was important to me, because I don't want to recommend something for someone that's a complete beginner and they're going to be like, this, like lost. You know what I mean? All of it's step by step. So those two are equal there. You've got Legacy that has 100% profit. You got SWC that's 85%. Legacy also has certification, which I think is cool. It sets us apart. You go through a certification and it teaches you what you got going on, how you can confidently know what this program is, how to explain it to people, how to talk to it, how to talk about it to people, apparently not how to talk, how to do it ethically, so we're not running around here, people like making fake income claims or just doing like shady stuff, like just teaching you the right way to do the business. And then you get a certificate at the end, and that's super cool, and that's just included in it. It's not extra. They have the one-time $39.99 website fee. So there's no other monthly fees or anything like that that you have to pay. Whereas with SWC, you have to put your affiliate link somewhere. I guess you could do Linktree. I guess you can. I don't know if you can put it in Linktree. But in their program, you basically have to set up a stand store or a beacons. And you can do beacons for free. Stand store is not free. But it takes, I can't remember what it was, like 10%, 9% or 10% off of your sale if you have the free version. And I was like, I mean, you're talking about like SWCs, you're making like a $500 sale. That's like $50, 10%, or I don't remember. It's like, maybe it was 9%, doesn't matter. And so I pay the monthly, like I think it was, I did like the lowest one. So there's a monthly fee there, okay? Legacy is the one-time fee, and they pre-built your website. They have pre-built your funnel. They have pre-built your automations, 30 of them to be exact. So when you have a customer that is has came to you because your content wants more information, you send them to your system, to your pre-built system, your website. What's up here? I don't know how to put a picture on YouTube, but on TikTok here, it's this picture. It probably is a little bit too small, isn't it? Anyways, digitalbossgal.com. You lead them to your website and you'll have your own. You purchase a domain. It literally is like, I think $10 for the entire year, not a monthly fee. Like it wasn't, maybe even it was less than 10. It wasn't a lot. And all you have to do is connect your domain to what they've already pre-built for you. And then you lead your customers from your content to your funnel, which is your website, your system, and your automations that they've already also done for you starts taking them through the customer journey. So they can get to know what this is, if it's for them, if they can do it, what it entails, and at any time, 24/7. This is how people are making money while they're sleeping or while they're out doing whatever they want to do, is because at any time, anybody can go onto your website and purchase. So that's super cool. Also with Legacy, one thing that I love about it is there's 4 different programs, there's 4 different options. Because you have, and there's PAY, plans, if you know what I mean. I know I can't say that on TikTok. But there's options for you. There's a 100, there's a 300, there's a 600, and there's a 900. And our most popular program is the 900, guys. So think of it, if you got the Legacy program, you're gonna have all of those, including, you're gonna have extra live trainings. Each program comes with the community, which is like 53,000 people now, tech support, like people that know their stuff, and you have access to them all the time to communicate with them for free, like it's included. This Tuesday, actually, so it's a great time to jump in. This Tuesday, my mentor, which would be your mentor as well, she's made over $6 million at this point. She started in September of 2022. So if that can show you what's possible here. And she's doing a live training on this Tuesday. I can't remember what time, but that information's all inside. So it's super, super cool. Another thing that I love about Legacy is, one thing that I was worried about, I was like, okay, so I'm learning attraction marketing. This is all new to me, like creating content for people. I was just used to just what I was doing, which again wasn't working. So this was new to me. Like, how do I speak to my person? Like, who is my person? You know what I mean? Like, I was just kind of speaking to everybody before, and you'll hear that over and over. You're speaking to everybody. You're going to reach no one because they're just going to keep scrolling on. You got to stop the scroll of your person, because they're going to be like, I relate to her. I get that. How does I felt like that too, or whatever the case, right? And you're going to start to attract your people to you. So you're not having to chase people in the DMs or bug friends and family or get on a bunch of calls or heck, even talk to anybody, like physically talk to anybody. And we don't even, some people, I guess, still do the DMs. I was so burnt out from DMs for the last 4.5 years that Only DMs that I'm doing right now is people that are reaching out to me legit questions about the business, right? And you've got the people with the weird messages, and you just block those people, right? Because you want to train the algorithm. Those are not your people. You want to block all those weird people or the scammers or just the people that are just saying off the wall stuff. Anyways, I love that she has every single 90 days a 90-day run where she shows you. You have like a 2 minute to a 9 minute video, and you go on there and she gives you an actionable step. So each day you're going to know what you need to do. So there's no way that you can't not be successful at this if you actually plug in, implement what she's teaching, and not quit. Like, seriously. Now, the journey of how long it takes you to make whatever your goal is, that is the unknown. That's when it's hard. You got to keep your mind set in check, and you just got to keep going and knowing, hey Michelle, what's up? I don't know if that's the actual real Michelle or if there's like 100 fake Michelles. Oh, I lost my train of thought there. Oh, but she gives you an actionable step, and she's even taken it a step further. And this time, she's given you 3 ideas of content to make each day. So that's new from the past 2 that I've done. So literally, you're not gonna not know what to post, and you don't have to be into tech. You don't have to, I'm still not into tech. I'm not great at tech. You don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to be an influencer. I'm just a regular girl from Kentucky who was a burnt out network marketer who loves doing hair, but where I struggle with chronic pain, I did not want to have to go back into the salon and stand and be in pain to make the money that I needed to live the life that I wanted. So this has been a completely breath of fresh air, and it just feels more aligned with what I want to do, and I've got my time back. When we say that you can get what you need to do in 2 hours a day, it's absolutely not BS. But I get it if you think that, because I thought that too. I even asked the girl, I was like, okay, like, how long are you actually doing stuff? Now here's the kicker: when you're brand new, or if you're is anybody else like an overthinker? If you're an overthinker, drop one in the chat and be like, one. Me, I'm an overthinker. I probably always will be. So it can take you a while to master that 2-hour workday because you're overthinking everything. Or if you're a complete beginner, you're like I was. Even though I knew what I was doing with my this was a fresh strategy. I didn't know anything about any of this, the customer journey and funnels and all that stuff. It was just like like a foreign language to me. I had to learn it. And you just get better and better. I kind of had to I just started scared. I started messy. My content still isn't great sometimes. I stumble over my words. You do not have to be perfect. Actually, I think you're more relatable when you're not trying to be perfect. When you're, people want real. And especially when you're a beginner, because I remember thinking, okay, like, what am I going to post about if I'm new? I don't even know exactly what I'm talking about yet or how this works, or I hadn't made a sale. Like, what am I going to post about? So she gives you that as well. And basically, short version is, it's when you're the most relatable, you take them on the journey. Like, you just keeping it real. You're just being yourself. Like, hey, I just started this. I'm super nervous, or I'm super excited, or I'm super anxious, or whatever you're feeling, and you're creating content around that, and you're going to attract your people, and they're going to watch your journey and see you get better and better and better. Because I can tell you, people that have been following my content for several months, back in October, one of my first videos, and your mom will just support anything. It was not great. She was like, that is so good. You sound so professional. Anyway, so I hope you guys, understand what this is. I want you to, I just made a free mini course. I'm super excited. I can't even believe this non-techie girl has made a free mini digital marketing course. And my goal and the reason I did that was because when I started, again, like I said before, if you've been on here, I wasn't getting it, like what it was, what I was actually going to be selling. I just knew I needed to learn attraction marketing. That's what I knew. And oh, lost my train of thought. So I created it's like literally 7 lessons. The videos are like 2 minutes long, if that. They're not long. And like a little PDF, a little action step of the key takeaways that I've learned not only from the Legacy program, but I'm also in Michelle's, and she's the one who created Legacy, her mastermind. And I've taken key takeaways of stuff that would have been helpful to have understood months ago. Because when you finally start, you're going to wish you had started way before. Like, I overthought just because I'm an overthinker. I had so many questions. I watched at least one webinar, if not two. And I just was scared. I was just scared. And then even when I started, I was like, what's my company going to think about this? I was so worried about, like, I went over to TikTok because I had been on Facebook, and I still am for the last 4.5 years. But I was so worried about what they were going to think over there, which is just crazy. Once you get past all that crap, because they're not paying your bills, guys. This is whatever you want in your life, whether you want to make more money so you can just live the life you want, or have the things you want, or pay off debt, or buy that house, or upgrade your car, or just not have to be stressed about groceries every month, or maybe you want to have more time with your kids. I have older parents. I'm an only child. I don't have kids. I have five, or I don't have five. I have 4 fur babies, so those are my kids. But I want to spend as much time with my parents as I can. They're close by. I'm an only child, so that's super important to me. So the time freedom is amazing. But also, I want to travel the world and do all the things, and that requires money. So this has just been the vehicle for me, and the possibilities are endless. And you don't have to resell the course. You learn the skills. You can create your own digital products, also make 100% profit. And she just teaches you all kinds of ways that you can make money in there. But a lot of people, if they're beginners or they don't have a product, that's why they're selling the course, because that's their product and you make 100% profit. A lot of people, again, like me, I'll use myself as an example. I wasn't one of those people that bought the course to resell the course. That wasn't even, I was like, I don't want to fool with that. Like, I didn't know what that meant, or it just, I didn't have space. I was already overwhelmed and wanted off the hamster wheel. I just wanted the madness to stop, and I wanted to start making money again. I wanted to be able to breathe again. And so that's why I purchased the course. Some people already have a business. Any business, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be network marketing or affiliate marketing. You could be a real estate agent, or you have a car lot, you sell cars, you sell cakes, whatever your thing is. You need to learn how to build your brand and market yourself on social media in a way that attracts customers to you, so you're not having to DM and do a bunch of follow-up. What I love about Legacy, again, with the automated system, is it's like when I go to sleep, and this is also a global business, when I go to sleep at night, I can have someone from Japan or South Africa or whatever country that it's their daytime when it's our nighttime, and they can go onto my website and purchase at any time. And that's how people are waking up to $900 sales, $300 sales, $600 sales. So super cool, and much better than making 20% on a physical product. Now, I still do that because I do love the products, but this is my main focus, and I want to help other people understand what this is. So that's why I made that mini course, and it's free. All you have to do now, this digitalbossgal.com is my main website, where you'll grab the free blueprint that breaks down Legacy, the 4 programs, how we make 100% profit, how to attract customers without chasing or bugging friends and family, all of that stuff. So you definitely want to grab the blueprint for sure. It's free. It's what I started off with. It's going to show you what you need to have a successful business, whether you get by the legacy program or not. The blueprint is gold. There's so much value in there. There's testimonies so you can see like real people actually getting real results. And the mini course, you just go to digital. Hey Naomi, what's up? You go to digitalbossgal.com/course. That's it. So it's basically my website, digitalbossgal.com/ the one that goes to the right /course. And it'll take you straight to where you pop in your email and you'll automatically get the course sent to you. And it's just going to be, you know, a real quick thing that you can go through at your own pace, or some people just binge it out, and then you can check out the blueprint for legacy and all of that stuff. Now, for someone who, you know, just has no interest, doesn't have a product, doesn't have a business, isn't really interested in selling courses, that might be depending on what your goal is. Like, I have a lot of people that are into the TikTok shop affiliate program, or they're interested in UGC or Amazon reviews. Now for me, you can make a lot of money with that, right? But also just know that there's going to be, in my opinion, a lot more heavy lifting to do to get there. It's going to be a long game for the big money there, and you're going to have to be, you know, doing it's not going to be a 2-hour workday, I wouldn't think. But it's a nice program, the SWC, because it has 24 different ways you can make money, whether it's print on demand, TikTok shop, Airbnb, you know, the UGC, the stuff I can't even remember it all. Podcasts, you know, if you're into that kind of stuff, then that might be the one for you. And it also breaks down how to build your brand, how to sell without selling. Both programs teach faceless if you're an introvert or you're nervous to show your face, or for what some people just can't, maybe because of their other job. You can create a faceless brand. Absolutely. So I hope that helps. My battery is about to die on my phone for sure, and I'm not sure about my iPad because I've been on a bunch of Zooms today. I did a Q&A, so if you're on my email list already, you'll get the replay to the Q&A and the webinar. So that's cool. If you're not on my email list, it's super simple. You just go to digitalbossgal.com. If you're on TikTok here, it's on this little picture right at the bottom, digitalbossgal.com. This is what it looks like. This is the actual picture of this is a desktop version. On the mobile, it looks a little bit different. It says the same thing. You pop in your email, and then you'll get the blueprint sent to you if you don't see it within about 5 minutes, check your promotion or your junk folder. And then you're also going to get 2 videos. They're not super long. 2 videos of my mentor, which will be your mentor too. And she knows her stuff, guys. Like, what I've learned from her in this less than a year is high quality training. It's wild. And she's made so much money. She could hire a bunch of people to do all these trainings and this stuff for her. But she cares so much. She still shows up and pours in, and she's going to be doing the live training on Tuesday. Like, that's wild to me. I can't say that I would do that. I don't know if I would do the same as much as she does. She does a lot. Anyways, but you want to grab the blueprint. You pop your email in. Oh, the 2 videos. The 2 videos answer about 99% of the questions that we get. And then if you're the 1%, which I think I was the 1%. I'm just an overthinker. You know, it's not a small investment, but it is a one-time investment. And basically you have one customer and you've made your money back, and now you're in profit mode. And again, there's no like yearly fee. There's no monthly fee. Like, that's it. And so you think about people that spend thousands and thousands of dollars on college or online courses, and then once the course is over. What is cool about this is you have the one-time investment, and as algorithms change or strategies change or things shift, this is an interactive program that is always updated, constantly updated. So you have like fresh to date strategies that are working, because what works on, hey girl, what's up, how are you, this Friday evening? What works right now on TikTok or YouTube might be totally different in 3 months, right? So that's why I like these programs, because they're constantly going to be updated. You don't have to pay anything extra. You've got the program for life, and you've got the community, which is like 53,000 people now. It's wild. If that just doesn't show you the, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain fog's starting to kick in. The, just the value in this program, the people, the pages of wins of people actually, doing well, hanging in there. I feel you, girl. I've had an interesting week. I'm feeling good today, though. Today's been a good day, and this is going to be a good weekend. But I don't know what I was going to say. Again, don't have to be perfect to do this. I'm doing good today. I can't complain. Yesterday, I've been spending a lot of time with my parents. I got like my lips. I just busted out my lip mask. I ran out, and I could tell. I got like a layer of my lip trying to come off. Not fun. Anyways, because that's super important to me. I love that I can just go and, like my dad turned 70 at the end of May, and it was during the week on a Wednesday, and I was able to go celebrate him. I didn't have to, ask off or like schedule around something like this. I love, because I'm able to have it work with my life versus, the other way around. So that was super cool. And then we are planning my parents' 50th wedding anniversary is on July 5th. So I'm planning like a big, well, when I say big to do, like a family thing. But we're going, decorations, cake, pictures, all that stuff. And they're pretty excited about her. I know my mom is. I don't know if Dad cares. Not that he doesn't care, but, as far as the party vibe. But anyway, so that's just been really special. And it's something that just this blueprint alone that you can go grab for free, if you even just go ahead and start to implement that stuff, you can start to learn the strategy that will give you your time back, so you're not stuck on your phone all day. Because it's great to work from home and work from your phone, but if you're stuck on your phone all the time, that's not fun either. It starts to like suck the life out of you. That's how I felt. It was just like because I was always having to message, or it's just, I don't know. There's a better way. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I found it. And you don't know what you don't know until you know, right? And when you know better, you do better. And there's just no going back for me. People are, that are still doing the business and I still do it too. They're just like, can't even wrap their head around that I haven't sent out like any type of business message since late October. I'm like, yeah, because I don't have to. And I'm still, like, I'm actually making more money now. And I have like my peace back, more importantly. That's super important to me. You got to protect your peace. So hopefully that gives you guys some clarity and helps explain like, what this is and how it can help you. And there's lots of people that do this business for different reasons. We all want more money and we want more time, but some people, have no idea that this is a way that they can actually do it. That they don't have to have some fancy college degree. They don't have to be, um, you know, good at content or tech or anything like that. My content sucked at first, and sometimes it still isn't great. I literally am learning each week. I implement and I just get better and better. And you just start to, and you get more confident too, right, as you go. And so it just gets easier to talk because you know a little bit more, and or especially when you're getting the sales, or you are having people that are finding you and like actually asking you questions. You're just like, it's working, and you just get better and better. You kind of gotta embrace the suck at first, if you're brand new. If you're brand new. Now, some of you might just, there's lots of people that have bought digital courses, and there's lots of good ones out there. The reason I like Legacy is because it's all included. You got 4 options for people if they're on a budget or if they need to upgrade or whatever. And then if you get Legacy, you've got the 4, that opens up 4 income streams for you right there off the bat. You don't have to create anything, do anything, build a website, a funnel, any of that techie stuff that I don't want to do, and most people probably don't. If you are good at tech, that's something that you need to monetize off of, because people are out here paying people to do that stuff for them. So if you're someone who likes tech or is good at it, you absolutely need to be monetizing off of that. People will pay you to do it. I can do it, but I don't want to do it. I don't like doing it. It's just annoying to me. It's frustrating. And so I will pay people to do tech stuff for me. I'm one of those people. It's worth the convenience for me. And that's what these programs are. You can go on and you can find out all this information for free, guys. You can YouTube for months, try to figure it out. But this is something that's going to give you a step-by-step, okay, this is what you need to know first. This is how you're going to figure out who you're talking to. This is how you're going to actually create content to talk to them, to attract them. So you're not having to, it's just going to give you it in order. So you're not having to, oh, I got to YouTube this and Google that and then try to figure out how to put all the pieces together. It's going to be a very long game. Save you a lot of money. Gonna be a very long game. Like for me, I wanted the convenience of, I needed to pivot. I was about to quit. I didn't know what to do. I was just like I didn't know what to do. So for me, it was worth it. And after week 1, I was like, this is already like paid for itself, and I hadn't even made my first sale yet. Like just the knowledge that I got. I'm like, oh, this is great. Anyways, I'm going to hop off here. I've been on here for almost 45 minutes. And I don't go live every day, guys. There's a lot of people that go live every day. You don't have to go live at all, actually. Now, I do think going live is helpful because people get to know you faster and better, because people are going to buy from who they... Oh, yes, you have a good night too. Yes, I'm going to get something to eat. And I've been kind of light on my work the last few days. So today I kind of ramped it up. So I'm ready to kind of shut down the mine's already shut down, but like I'm watching some weird show on Netflix, but it's almost like a train wreck. Like I got to finish it out. It's called Preacher. It's super weird. I don't even know how to explain it to you guys. It's and I like weird, but it's just like it's a little out there. I'm like, where is this going? There's 2 more seasons. Anyways, go grab the blueprint. You can message me at any time with any questions. I will actually even send you like a video if you need me to visually explain something, because I'm a visual learner. But grab my free mini course. That's just, in my opinion, a lot of value. I probably could have charged for it, but I wanted to give it for free because I just think it just will help clarify like what this is, that you can do it. key takeaways that I think are some of the most important for any business to know. And then the blueprint, breaks down this specific program and automations and how all that works. So, and you'll get the replay of the Q&A I did today, which was fire, by the way. I had two of my friends on with me, just so there was three different perspectives. One girl was in the UK. It was like 9 o'clock her time. And then Tasha stayed home. All of our stories are totally different, and we're all doing the same thing. It was just super, super cool. It was one of my favorite Q&As. So definitely get on my email list, even just to catch that replay. I hope you guys have a great Friday night, and I will try to be on here tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Sunday. I'm not going to do both days, but I'm going to do one or the other, Saturday or Sunday. And then I'll see you guys next week. I'm trying to get better at the lives. I'm an introvert, and it's still, even though I might seem like this is super comfortable, it's not. I find like it's not comfortable for me, but I'm willing to do it to be able to show you guys what's possible, and more importantly, that you can do it too, right? You don't have to be an influencer. I'm a Kentucky girl with her hair bun and ponytail. I got like 2 inches of roots, and brain fog's kicked in, stumble over my words all the time, and who cares? Who cares, right? All right, I'm gonna hop off here. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for being on here with me. Anybody watching from, I call it the hallway, that didn't want to tune in, I appreciate you watching too. I need to go get that nail fixed. And YouTube, you've been good. The replay will stay up on YouTube, which is super cool. TikTok, wish you guys would do that at least a little bit. So I think it's the only platform that doesn't. So anyway, sidetracked. All right, I'm going to get off here. You guys have a good night. I'll catch you next time. See you later, Jan. And YouTube, I think that's how